Oil is one of the most valuable resources in the modern world. However, no one could have predicted that this vital resource would lead to two major crises in the 1970s. The 1973 and 1979 oil crises not only increased fuel prices but also shook the global economy, causing profound changes in international politics and energy usage. What can we learn from these two crises? In this video, we'll explore the causes, effects, and global consequences of these crises. The 1973 oil crisis revealed the world's heavy dependence on energy resources. But how did this crisis begin? It was closely tied to political tensions in the Middle East. During the Yom Kippur War of 1973, Arab nations retaliated against the United States and Western Europe for supporting Israel. OPEC, Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries, imposed an oil embargo on these nations. As a result, oil supply drastically decreased. Oil prices quadrupled in just a few months. A gasoline shortage occurred worldwide, forcing people to wait in long lines for fuel. This crisis led to soaring inflation, rising unemployment, and economic stagnation in oil-dependent economies like the United States and Europe. Governments were forced to rethink their energy policies. 6 years later, the world faced a second oil crisis. This time, the crisis stemmed from another major event in the Middle East, the 1979 Iranian Revolution. Iran, one of the largest oil producers, saw its oil production nearly come to a halt during the revolution. This caused a significant drop in global oil supply. As a result, oil prices surged again, reaching levels even higher than during the 1973 crisis. Gas station lines returned. Consumer confidence plummeted, and the global economy slipped into another recession. This crisis had both economic and political consequences. Relations between Iran and the West became increasingly strained, and energy security became a top priority in international politics. Looking at the common factors of the 1973 and 1979 oil crises, it's clear how dangerous the world's dependence on oil can be. Both crises caused supply shocks that led to rapid increases in oil prices, triggered inflation and economic stagflation worldwide, pushed governments and companies to explore alternative energy sources. These events also demonstrated the immense power of OPEC, as oil producers could significantly influence the global economy. However, they also accelerated efforts by importing countries to diversify their energy policies and infrastructure. What lessons have we learned from these crises? Energy independence. The importance of reducing dependence on oil imports became evident. Alternative energy sources, investments in renewable energy, such as solar, wind, and nuclear power, increased. Energy efficiency, developing technologies and vehicles that consume less energy became a priority. These crises fundamentally changed global energy strategies and laid the groundwork for a more sustainable future. The 1973 and 1979 oil crises left deep scars on the world's energy and economic systems. They highlighted the limitations of our energy resources and how international politics can reshape the global economy. Today, efforts to reduce reliance on fossil fuels and transition to renewable energy continue. However, these past crises remind us to use our energy resources more carefully and sustainably. Thank you for watching. If you want to learn more about history and economics, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What do you think is the best way to tackle energy crises? Share your thoughts in the comments below.